Diets. When a lot of people hear the word diets, they think of fast-acting pills to lose weight. However, today I'd like to talk to you about diets, but not weight loss diets. Diets as in what you eat on a daily basis. A human diet is what society has constructed you to eat, or what your family has brought you up to eat, or just what you've really chosen to eat. However, today there's a lot of conflicting trends within the diet world. There's three main types of diets, if you could categorize it that way. First, you have people who will eat meat. Next, you have semi-vegetarians who will eat poultry or fish or both. And then you have vegetarians who strictly eat vegetables and sometimes little bits of animal products. Recently, I've been going to the gym and all that. I've been looking, in the different lifestyle choices and diets and what could really be beneficial to, just a healthy lifestyle. And I wandered upon this the society, the Vegetarian Society. It's a UK-based non-profit dedicated to vegetarianism. And they claim that it's a health option. A balanced vegetarian diet is one of the healthiest diets around. However, I would like to propose to you today that vegetarianism is not healthy. My claims are going to be simple and to the point. First off, there are certain nutrients only found in animal products. My second claim will be that vegetarianism can cause adverse health effects. And my third and final claim will be that humans do not have evolutionary traits that allow us to eat strictly vegetables. My first claim, that there are only certain nutrients that are found in animal products. One of the sources I found was from Naomi Coleman. She's a reporter for the Daily Mail. It's a UK newspaper. And they were having a lot of research when mad cow disease was coming around. And Dr. Wendy Doyle of the British Dietetic Association quoted, "A meat diet meets all of our required nutrients in an easily absorbable form, rather than having to mix nutrients such as iron and vitamin C for absorption." But what are these required nutrients? According to the National Institute of Health, a government organization, the nutrients that we will be missing from vegetarian diet are omega-3 fatty acids, iron, and B12 vitamins. Omega-3 fatty acids help against heart disease and high cholesterol. Iron helps blood carry oxygen throughout the body. And B12 vitamins, when you have a deficiency in those vitamins, it's characterized as fatigue, weakness, constipation, loss of appetite, weight loss, neurological changes such as numbness and tingling in the hands and feet. You also have trouble maintaining balance, depression, confusion, dementia, poor memory, and soreness of the mouth or tongue. That's quite a lot of side effects for just having a simply deficient diet. My next claim is that vegetarianism can cause adverse health effects. The Slovak Medical University and Trnava's University in Slovakia partnered together to do a study on elderly women who were vegetarians their whole life, and they had to compare. They tested these women for high plasma, homocysteine levels, and lower bone mineral density. Through this experiment, they found that elderly women who were vegetarians are found to have lower bone densities and a higher risk of developing osteoporosis. So you get not only are you not getting your vitamins, but now your bone structure is actually becoming weaker. Next, I found a study by the School of Health Sciences, the Research Centre for Gender and Health, and the School of Human Movement Studies, all in Australia, in which they studied younger women who were non-vegetarians, semi-vegetarians, and vegetarians. Out of the subject group, 3% ate no meat, 10% strictly ate only poultry. Out of this research, they found that semi-vegetarians and vegetarians reportedly had poorer mental health. 22% of the vegetarians had depression, while only 15% of non-vegetarians had depression. So although it's only 7%, that's a sizable gap when you're looking at a large population. And my third and final claim is that humans do not have evolutionary traits that allow us to eat strictly vegetables. John McArdle, he works at the Alternatives Research and Development Foundation in Eden Prairie in Minnesota. They've been doing a lot of research about, they do a lot of research on livestock and humans. First off, humans do not have multiple stomachs, they do not have specialized colons, and they do not have specialized teeth. These are all traits of herbivores. However, humans do have hydrochloric acid in their stomach and digestive enzymes, which are used to help with the decomposition of meat and vegetables. All in all, that points to humans being omnivorous, not strictly vegetarian. With all of this said, I hope that you have come to see that vegetarian may not be the healthiest option. You're lacking in nutrients, you have a higher chance of getting osteoporosis, and simply, evolution has not allowed us to eat strictly vegetables. Thank you.
All right, well, the proposition does have a negative phrasing in it, which could create some confusion later on. I think you want to try and avoid that. At the very end of the speech, I thought that you had a clearer explanation about why that third claim is included in the argument than you had when you actually presented the third claim. That evolution doesn't really allow us to be effective vegetarians, I think is a little bit clearer than the notion that, that it's not natural. Well, the inference is that we aren't prepared yet, as our bodies aren't prepared yet to eat the vegetarian exclusively diet. I thought that made a lot more sense, and that's probably the way that claim should be phrased. Everything else is, I think, very solid. You've got an excellent layout of what the secondary claims are. You kind of explained the controversy in terms of your context, how you came upon it, and your realization that people often do pursue these kinds of diets. I thought you had a couple of good examples. There's some conclusions from research that are being suggested. The closest we get to any statistical information is the stuff on depression. I think that you need to have a little bit more statistical data on some of the other harms that you're talking about. But you did an excellent job of citing all of your evidence. You told us, tried to qualify the evidence, indicate who people were, where this information could be found. I thought that was all very clear in the presentation, and you were consistent about citing evidence on all of the points. The internal organizational structure was clear. Sometimes the transitions seemed a little bit abrupt, but it was always clear where you were during the body of the speech, and I thought that was helpful. The generalizations, given the evidence that you had, seemed to be a lot more sound, and like I said, I thought the delivery was very, very solid. You're audience focused. You are explaining concepts as you go along. You have an excellent summary at the end of the speech that actually, I think, makes that third claim a lot clearer. All right, thank you.